Well, we spoke to the management of Titan about the quarter gone by as well as what we can expect going forward. This is what they had to say. Listen in.
The quarter 4 and full year has been a satisfying performance for us. And on the growth front, we did pretty well in spite of several challenges during the entire year, and particularly in quarter 4, gold price volatility created for us. But overall, satisfying quarter. Of course, the margin was a bit slower. But if you look at actually FY23, we always have been talking about we had some one-time gain. And for that, if you adjust about 30-40 basis point lower than the normal margin trajectory, and we have talked about competitive pressure and gold price volatility caused this because we have been prioritizing growth and customer acquisition and market share.
Understood, sir. And I think I just want to take the point forward that you said on gold price volatility. How has that affected your inventory currently? And was that one of the key reasons for the margin pressure in the jewelry business as well?
So when the gold prices are volatile and particularly a sudden spike or increase happens, of course, consumer sentiment weakens a bit, and people who can defer, who can wait for their purchase, they tend to do that. And once the prices settle down and people get used to new price levels, they come back. So quarter 4 had that phenomena happening. But eventually, it comes back, like it also kind of put the confidence back in a gold as a class of a store of value, where generally prices have been going up on the long term. And that brings back the store of value investment angle to the gold jewelry purchases as well. But yes, in the quarter, to kind of attract customers, many consumer offers and gold exchange program, etc., were promoted, and that has affected margin a bit.
And what is your general outlook for these gold prices? Because currently we haven't seen in the month of April as well, post quarter 4 as well, the prices haven't come down, and in fact they've also flattened and are expected to somehow go up as well. I know you can't speak on numbers per se, but how do you see the trend for gold prices going forward right now?
Very difficult to predict, and gold price gets governed by so many global factors, and one of the factors which affect gold also is the geopolitical issues, which are very, very unpredictable. Also, we believe central governments are also increasing their purchases as far as gold reserves are concerned. So gold is going to be a very stable and strong asset class. Some corrections may happen because all of a sudden increase has gone up, but very, very difficult to predict.
Understood, sir. And I just want to talk a little bit about margins. You said that, in the conference call that roughly 12 to 13% margins should be maintained by the company over the next 12 to 18 months. Now, despite being a very, I wouldn't call it a shaky start to the year, but on basis of the gold price, which is a key raw material being up, while there has also been a very increased competitive intensity for the first time in the last few years, how do you speak on margins, and if there's anything you want to add on competition as well, sir?
So, of course, the competitive intensity has gone up. The existing players are expanding pretty aggressively. Many new players are coming into the industry and sector. So retail capacity has gone up. I don't think demand has kept pace with that capacity addition. So competitive intensity is going to stay. And I think our margin for jewelry business, operating profit margin, will be more centered towards 12 than 13. That's the thing. But as always in the past also, we have said that while growth is a priority, but it is not at the cost of margin. We do take tactical calls to respond to competition. But it appears to me center of gravity for margin in jewelry business would be around 12%.
All right, so that is Titan talking about their numbers and how they won't compromise with margin. The stock, however, taking quite a beating after the numbers today, down about 4.5%, nearly 5%. We're taking a short break, but on the other side, we're talking to Zen Tech